Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. Well, welcome to another episode of Who Are You? So I'm with another guest today. So who are you?
I'm Ryan Corey. I'm 18, and I'm from Carlisle.
Okay,
So,
Ryan.
north of England.
What's that?
North of England, right up by Scotland.
You're right in the north of England. You're near the border then.
Yeah, around 10 minute drive.
Okay, so Ryan, you're our new guest on Who Are You? So as you know, we've got 5 questions that we ask every single one of the guests on Man City Fan TV. And the first question I'm going to ask you is, can you remember your first Manchester City game? Now, this can be live if you've been to watch City, or it can be on TV. So if you want to tell the viewers when that was.
My first City game that I went to see, 'cause my first memories of going to see City really, was 2004. I went with my granddad. We were playing Newcastle and we won 1-0.
You remember who scored?
2004.
Can you remember who scored? 2004. Go back a while.
Striker from Costa Rica, I think he's from.
What?
Yeah.
Paulo
It's a striker from Costa Rica.
Paulo One-Shot.
Yeah, that's the name.
Old One-Shot.
Andrew remembers. Yeah, he was the only goal scorer.
So 2004, so that was pre-2008, so people can't call you a glory hunter.
People can't be saying that. I went to multiple games before the takeover, it's fine.
Yeah, no problem. Well, listen, on to your second question, and that is, what's been your favourite Manchester City game, whether, you can be live or you've watched it on TV?
This was a game I watched on TV, and it's more my first, clear memory of a City game. And it's a very weird one. It's the season we won the FA Cup.
Okay.
But it's not the final against Stoke, and it's not the semi-final against United.
Okay.
It's a 1-1 draw against Notts County.
What?
Yeah. It's like I think that was, I'd watched football and I'd been to games because of my granddad before then. But this was probably when I started properly getting invested in football and fell in love with City. And for some reason it was over a 1-1 draw with Notts County because it was on TV. FA Cup 4th round, I think. Edin Dzeko got the equaliser because we were behind. I think Jerome Boateng's played in that game as well.
I tell you what, that takes me back to probably, I don't know, I'm probably a little bit older than you are now. When you start talking about the likes of Notts County and drawing, it's like
drawing 1-1.
Gives me sort of like a chill down my spine from those particular days.
So this is a modern 1-1 draw, and then I think we went and won the replay 5-0. So we got through in the end.
Okay, so that's a bit of a strange one. So maybe City fans who might have been at that particular game, give us your thoughts below the video. Just you sort of pause for a second there, but you were still coming through on the video. So on to question 3 then. Who is your all-time favourite Manchester City player?
David Silva.
And why?
Obviously, David Silva joined the season that we won the FA Cup, and as I said, that was kind of when I started to properly fall in love with City, because as I said with the Notts County game, I'd got shirts before that, but that was the first shirt that I ever got a name on, the David Silva shirt. I still have it in the attic somewhere.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Show us.
The 21.
Classic. Classic.
That kit, and the only other one I ever got was the away kit, the black and red one,
nice.
With Aguero on the back, 16. I still think of him as the number 16 Aguero, but numbers changed.
So how are you gonna? I mean, you follow Man City Fan TV. You know that David Silva I've been following City now since 1977, and David Silva is the greatest player, in my opinion, that I've ever personally seen. What are you going to feel like in this final 12 months to see him basically leaving the club? I mean, I'm gonna be heartbroken.
It was announced when I was on holiday at Centre Parks with like a bunch of mates from college, and I just kind of went into the room that I was in. I just kind of sat there for a while. Like I just sat in the room for a good 10, 15 minutes while everyone else was like in the other rooms having fun, enjoying the holidays. I'm just there, just being sad about Silva.
Well, I think
we get one more year, and he's gonna perform for us. I don't think he'll be as much of a big player for us as this season, with De Bruyne being back, Rodri in defensive midfield, or Fernandinho, and obviously Bernardo Silva, I think's now maybe taken over a little bit in midfield, but he'll give his all, as he always has.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's at least we as City fans, we get to know this is his basically this is going to be his final season, unlike we did with Vinny Company, because we weren't sure whether was he going to sign another extension, was he not, and then suddenly it was like he's gone. That's it. He's announced it and he's gone, and at least we get to celebrate, a wonderful, wonderful player. Very lucky to have him. So
we get to give him the send off he deserves, and
absolutely.
We didn't really get to do that with Vinny as much, but obviously he has his testimonial coming up.
Of course, yeah. I mean, that's the one good saving grace, is that he's got his testimonial coming up, and
Silva will get one as well.
Yeah, David will get his as well. So, on to your fourth question. What's the best City goal you've ever seen, and why?
Obviously there's the obvious choices for a City goal, but they're not of as much of a high quality, I don't think, as some other goals. There's quite a lot by Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure scored some really nice goals.
Yeah.
But this is a goal by Aguero against Liverpool back in 2013. The one where he beat Skirtle for pace, took it like right to the edge of the box, out on the wing. Pepe Reina had come chasing out for him, and he just chipped it into the bottom corner. And that's just a brilliant goal from the angle as well. It was just such a good goal.
It was unbelievable. I mean, we spoke, I think, on the last episode I did with Craig in episode 8, as he mentioned that goal. And yeah, I mean, who scores from the byline?
The technique for that goal is just great.
I mean, you watch it, and I'm sure people will watch it and go, yeah, but did he really mean it, or was he just crossing it into the area hoping? No,
it was clear that he meant that. There was no one in the box anywhere.
Yeah, it was an absolutely. I mean, it sums him up as a player. I mean, it's just pure instinct with him. So, okay, great shout.
Aguero's been another one of our brilliant players. Obviously, I hope he gets 20 goals again this season, because that'll put him up to, I think, 3rd or 4th for all-time top scorer in the Prem, because he's already 6th.
Yeah.
And then he'll be the first to get 6 20-plus seasons in a row, because he's currently tied with Henry for 5. He's the only other player that's done that, Thierry Henry. Yeah. And I think the only other person to have done it to have got 6 20-plus seasons is Shearer and Aguero. Yeah. So he'd go ahead of Shearer, because Shearer didn't get 7, I don't think. So he's just an incredible player.
He just needs to make sure he scores his penalties. Anyway, you're on to your final question, and this is the one that's stumped a few people on the series. If you could choose one player, now I know you're not of my generation, so maybe you've watched old videos and things like that. If you could choose one player, dead or alive, past or present, City player, ex-City player, or has played for any team in world football, to fit into this Pep Guardiola system right now, who would you choose and why?
I feel like if we had this player, we would have won a lot more in the past.
Okay.
But it's someone that would fit right into our team. I think it's been said before, but Johan Cruyff.
Wow.
Obvious. With obviously Pep bases quite a lot of, says that he's learned quite so much from Johan Cruyff, and he was just an incredible footballer. Like, I think he's up there battling for top 3 in history, along with the likes of Messi, Ronaldo, Pele, Maradona. I think he's up there with them, battling for top 3.
Have you managed to watch some of Johan Cruyff's games from yesterday?
Yeah, I've seen like bits of games from like playing for Holland and everything like that, but just an incredible player, and he'd fit so well into our team, I feel.
He was an amazing player. I mean, I'm guessing you said, how old are you? About 18, 19, I'm
18.
guessing? 18?
18.
Well, your parents probably even might not be old enough to have remembered watching him live unless they were really, really young. And it was interesting you picked Johan Cruyff, because I said to somebody on a previous episode, I said to them, so what you're basically saying is you've got Johan Cruyff in a Pep Guardiola team, with Pep Guardiola managing Johan Cruyff that he learned everything from. You know, he was a wonderful, wonderful player. What a player. So that is a brilliant answer for one so young. So I would implore you to go back and watch some of his club football as well. If you can find it on YouTube and things like that. He was an amazing player. Absolutely way ahead of his time. Wonderful player. So that's your 5 questions. I want to say a massive thank you to Ryan for coming on Man City Fan TV. It's great to have the younger generation representing us rather than us old folks. And what I want to say is, if you want to give out your social media platforms, that if people want to follow you on social media or wherever, then please, if they want to follow you, please tell them where they can find you. And I'll also post it in the description below.
Yeah, I mainly just use Twitter. I have like a personal Facebook, but that's mainly just for like me and actual friends. But my Twitter's at RyJamsCastle216. So RY Jams, Jams, Castle, as in just Castle, and then 216.
Okay, so I'll repeat it. It's at RyJams Castle 216.
Yeah.
I'll post that below in the description, so if people want to follow you, because do you not do some social media stuff on Twitter? You do some footballing?
Yeah, I basically just not really. I mostly just tweet about football basically on there. But I think obviously I've been doing media at college for the last 2 years, so I've been doing little bits and pieces to do with like football in there, and I'm thinking I'm gonna do a year's worth of work, and then I think I might go on to do like sports journalism at uni or something like that, which Becca's kind of been convincing me at college, because she's just going to do journalism. Right. But she can see that I have a passion for it, so.
Well, listen, all the best with that. Good luck. You know what journalists are viewed like on social media.
Yeah.
So as long as you're objective, then I'm sure people will take to whatever it is that you've got to say.
Thank you for the content.
I know, you're more than welcome. If you want to follow Ryan, he posts quite a lot. I mean, I follow him quite a lot on Twitter, so he does post quite a lot on there. So I'll put the description down below. Go over, check him out. He's a pretty sensible guy. And if you're not a subscriber, don't forget, click subscribe, click notification, comment below the video. And if you want to appear on the next episode or another episode of Man City Fan TV's Who Are You series, then all you have to do is send us an email. It's mcfcfantv@gmail.com, and you're more than welcome. It takes 10 minutes or so to come on. So anyway, Ryan, have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for coming on.
That's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you for your answers. And anyway, we'll see you soon.